First and foremost, UCF and Coach Dawkins have done a tremendous job all year long. And that road trip they just had to sweep and do what they did, we all know how tough that is to do that. So tonight we came out on fire, shot 53% from three, 54 from the field, got out to a lead. Second half, they made a great run, which good teams do. Proud of how our guys answered, and I was thankful Obi made the one and missed the other. First one, we'll forget about that. Nervous. And I thought the crowd helped with making that nervous. They were loud now, I ain't lying.
Questions? Coach, you just kind of talk about coming on the road and getting win. You had a halftime lead, but they come out in the beginning of the second half, was able to push it to 2, and then at the end of the game, tied the game. But you withstand both of those runs.
Well, I think a couple things. I'm proud as a coach because on the road it's hard, but when you have a lead and then lose it, a lot of teams would crack. And these guys showed great resilience, fought back, got a lead again, and then UCF, a team that's having a great year, and they answered again, and just proud Obi was able to execute at the end, and then us get a win. And whenever you get a road win in the Big 12, you're doing something really well.
UCF falling back there. Riley Kugel was one of those main factors, 26 on the night for UCF. He's been dealing with injuries. How did you adjust whenever you found out he was in the starting lineup?
Well, we know he's a really good player because we played him 2 years ago at Florida, played him last year at Mississippi State in the NCAA tournament. I don't know. Every time he plays Baylor, he has monster games. So he's out of eligibility, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Coach, John Bull ended up being factored there, down low, 5 blocks, so just on his own there. What was the difference in your game with him on the court versus when he wasn't?
Yeah, I thought we did a great job getting to the rim in that first half and getting some easies, and we weren't able to be very efficient second half of getting to the rim because of him.
You heard your coach talk about the resiliency that you guys had and the ability to kind of stay in the game. You guys shoot the lights out in the first half, but the second half was a bit more of a struggle. What changed in that second half, and how did you guys adjust and stay in the game despite the runs that UCF put on?
Oh man, I just want to give a big shout out to the coaching staff. I think the team really did a great job of just staying level-minded when shots weren't falling. Usually, sometimes early in the year, we would fold in those moments, and I think we did a really good job of just staying together and sticking to the game plan. So we adjusted really well, and I'm glad that we came out with a win.
Coach, we saw in the first half, Cameron kind of took over. He had 20 points in the first half. Second half, he was a little bit more quiet, 6 points, but the rest of the team kind of showed up. What were you trying to change in that first half, or what were you seeing that you really liked?
Well, God's blessed us with some really talented players, and we've seen different guys different times. Sometimes it's Obi, sometimes it's Cam, sometimes Tunde, sometimes Dan, Mikey, whoever. And he was going. These guys did a great job finding him and allowing them to stay hot. And then second half, obviously, their intensity took us out of things. We had some looks, didn't make them, didn't get any rebounds. They had all the momentum, and then these guys settled down and really clawed back, which was proud of.
Talk about how you led from start to finish in rebounding, finished up 35 to 28. Against a big team like UCF,
Yeah.
Probably special emphasis on that, right?
Well, we're a team that has been pretty good on the offensive end, rebounding-wise all year, and defensively we've gotten better, and I think that showed up tonight. I think in the second half they did a good job on the glass, and we had to pick that up to reestablish things.
Coach, I know you referenced UCF's road trip to Utah in your opening statement. Just what do you think about this UCF team? Just seeing them for the first time this year and the roster that Dawkins assembled.
Again, I know how hard it is to flip as many people as he did, and the fact that they've had the year they've had is a tribute to him. Again, they got some really good wins, and they're going to be in the NCAA tournament. Lord willing, unless something happens, I don't see happening.
Obi, we heard Coach talk about the free throws, but what was your approach when with 3 seconds left, kind of getting into that quick play to try and win the game and get stepping up the line and making the one happen?
Oh man, shout out to Coach Drew. He trusted me. He did a play up. I was just glad I was able to draw the foul. After the first one I missed, I knew I was going to make the second one for sure. Had to. And then, just missed the last one. Got to make that smart play.
it may have been Obi's first free throws tonight, but Cameron got to that line 10 times today, even going 6 of 13 from the floor. Just talk about his scoring ability there and what he does for you offensively.
Well, I thought second half we got to the line 8 for 10, and first half 10 for 12, and that was big for us. Cam, somebody that people concentrate on that three so much, it does give him an ability to use the athleticism, and he's great at getting to the rim. I was glad that we were able to, the whole team, 18 for 22, 82%. And, I know, I think Obi's the only one that was 1 for 3 from the line, but I'm joking because Obi's our best free throw shooter. And when you coach long enough, you just about won every different way, and you've just about lost every different way. And remember, we lost Blake Griffin at OU and missed our leading scorer and best player, missed the first free throw, and that place was just shaking. And he missed the second one. So I was really happy Obi made the second one because I know that third would have gotten me really nervous.
Coach, Steven Smoltz was coming off of back-to-back 24-point game. You guys held him to 8 points on grade 12 shooting. What do you guys do to slow him down tonight?
Well, I think we know how well he's been playing. And the great thing is film doesn't lie. And when our guys see talented players, they recognize, respect, and know what they got to do. And again, it was really easy to get our guys excited for this game because they know how talented UCF is and what a good team they are.
Coach, you talked about turning over a new roster. Obviously, UCF and yourself, you pretty much had to rebuild your entire team through the transfer portal. Can you talk us through how your team's gelled and how difficult that can be to rebuild your team?
That's why me in particular, mad respect for Coach Johnny Dawkins. I know he was a heck of a player, but this is an unbelievable coaching job. I'm just telling you, like, it's really hard to do that. I think Obi can tell you we were really blessed to get a bunch of good guys that like one another, like coming to practice every day. That's hard to do in a short window in the portal. And I think as a coaching staff, we finally done a better job putting them in better positions to be successful. I think they trust each other more, know what to expect more, and it's kind of like instead of reading a novel, it's a Cliff Notes version. And it's just a fun group to coach. I'm happy they have a memory like this. Hopefully we have a couple more because they've been a fun group to coach, and you want them to have good memories.
Coach, just talk on your starting 5 tonight and their ability to sustain so many minutes. You only had to use 2 of your bench players.
Well, we've had a short rotation most of the year. We've been at 6, so we're lucky. We're at 7, and James was able to play if we needed him, and 8, and that allows us to be aggressive. But at the same time, like that's why you've got to have depth because you never know when somebody's going to be hot. And you take Riley didn't play in the last couple games, and he was tremendous tonight. Mikey Ratai for us was really good and gave us a great lift.
All right, thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
You guys.